Hi, I'm Ben Hart, so I'm going to teach you how to play Symptom of the Universe. With this song, I'm only going to teach you the first 3 riffs. The point of this is basically so that you've got 3 riffs that you can play, and you can play along with it up until 3.5 minutes. And it's basically so that you can practice your power chords and practice your palm muting, which is obviously really important in metal playing. The third riff also is a little tricky, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to play a simple version of it, just in case you can't play it but you still want to be able to play something along with the record. The song starts off with this riff. We play that by playing a low power chord, the lowest one, the E5, so the open E string and the first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. That E5 power chord, and then we're going to basically be chugging it, we're palm muting it, we're going to play that 8 times. Okay, then you go to the 1st fret power chord on the A string, press 1 on the A, 3 on the D. Okay, and you've got, and you can hear we play it once, and then we've got a little pause letting it ring, and then we play it once again. Then we're going to do the E5 palm muted part again. Then we're going to play the 2nd fret power chord on the A string, the 2nd fret of the A, and the 4th fret of the D. We're going to play that once, and we're going to mute it, so we're going to cut it off. We're going to take the fingers off, the pressure off of the strings over here, so just releasing the pressure, not taking the fingers off of the string, only releasing the pressure. Okay, and then you put the palm over here against the strings, that way we cut it off, and then we move up to the 1st fret power chord. We play that 2 times again. So that part, all together now. The next riff that we come to is this. Nice and easy, all we're doing is power chords, starting on the 5th fret of the A string. So 5th fret on the A, 7 on the D. Then we're going to play the 1st fret power chord on the A string. So that's 1st fret on the A, 3rd fret on the D. And then we're going to play the open A. And that's the A string open and 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. And that's simple, nice and easy, just going. Almost just like an exercise. Now you could also, as opposed to playing the 1st fret and the open there, you could play the 6 on the E and 5 on the E power chords. So that'd be 6 and 8 and 5 and 7. So you get. Now there is when you play this riff, you can hear on the record a couple of times it plays the rhythm ever so slightly differently. It's a couple of chords, he just plays 2 on each of those. But I'm not going to teach you that now. What I want you to do is have a listen to the record and try and figure out where they are. If you can't, just message me and I'll let you know where they are. But it's really good for you to start practicing things like this, trying to get used to hearing things with your ears so that you can hopefully in the future just pick these things up by yourself. A quick thing before we play this 3rd riff. Okay, I'm just going to talk to you about the hand position you need to be in here. When we play this riff, we need to be able to stretch our fingers out. Now this is going to be a bit too tricky if you're a beginner, but really practice it and hopefully you'll get it. What I'm doing is I'm putting my thumb around the back of the middle of the neck. I don't know if you can actually see that. So I've got my thumb around the middle of the neck here. I'm not up here over it, just in the middle down there. And then basically I'm just letting my fingers stretch out nicely, and also this part of the hand, I've got a nice bit of space underneath between my hand and the fretboard, and that's that my arm is dropped down here. And all of these things, they help me stretch my fingers out further. Whereas if I had my thumb up here, it's quite awkward to play, so you want to get your hand in a good position. So this last riff starts off, and that's basically starting with the first finger on the second fret of the E string, going with the third finger to the full fret of the D string, little finger on the fifth fret of the D string, and the first finger on the second fret of the D string. Those 4 notes. Okay, next 4, we're going to do the third finger is going to be on the full fret of the D string, little finger is going to be on the fifth fret of the A string, second finger is going to be, first finger is going to be on the second fret of the D string, and the third finger is going to be on the full fret of the A string. So those 4, all laid together. The next 4 are all on the A string, and we're going to do the fifth fret with the little finger, first finger on the second fret, third finger, full fret, and the little finger on the fifth fret. So those 4. Adding those together, we've got then the last 2, we're going to do the first finger on the second fret of the A string, then we're going to play the open A power chord. Okay, and that's the open A, first finger on the second fret of the D. And notice that here is where I bring my thumb over just to mute that low string, just in case that I catch that low string with the pick. It just makes sure that it's muted for me. So all together. Okay, and you could either play it with down or ups. Maybe start off with downs and then work your way up doing down, ups, and then just see what's comfortable for you there. Okay, now if you are finding that riff a bit too hard for you, if you're a beginner, what you could do, just so you can play along with it, you could play the first note. You could just play it like that, so you just play the first note, and then that last chord that happens. Just so that you can play along with it, so you've got, 3.5 minutes of music that you can play along with. Thanks for watching. As usual, if you've got any other riffs or songs you'd like me to do videos for, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you next time.